United Methodist Church. Pastor Boris is taking a much-needed rest this weekend, so I am filling in for her to just lead the worship. Our guest pastor is Karl Parker, and so Pastor Karl Parker. And then Esther and Ron, husband and wife, are doing the music. So we welcome everyone. Our church has been here since the late 1800s, and so it's been viewed by many as our community church, including me. My parents came here in 1955, and this was the first church and the only church that we attended. So, and many of us here today have had experiences in this church. So welcome. Okay, we're going to do announcements. They're on the back of your bulletin. Boris gave me a script. I know you find that hard to believe. I told her if I off-road, is that okay? She goes, oh, sure, honey. All righty, so our church services currently are 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. on Sundays. And Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, we have a community meal. Everyone's welcome. It's from 4:30 to 6:30, and it's in our social hall. And we have an awesome cook who does a fabulous job with the meals, and they're very tasty. So if you ever want to join, it's lots of fun. Friday, we have a fireside open AA meeting, and so that means that it's open to anyone. It's not like a certain addictive group. It could be anyone. Okay, and on Saturdays, we have a thrift store, and it's open from 11 to 2:30, and daily sunset and garden labyrinth, which is on the side. If you've never done a labyrinth, it's a prayer tool, and you start in the labyrinth, and you just go around, and you just think about whatever you want to concerning God and what's going on in your life. You go to the center and you say a prayer, and then you go back out. It's very calming. It's like a meditation. Okay. So, before we go into other things, I think we're going to have a song, and then we'll go into the other things.
Thank you, Linda. And thank you all for being here this morning. It's a joy and a privilege to be here. Our personal history with this church started back in 2002 after my wife Linda and I moved from St. Helena over to Cobb. And we were looking for a place. We had been active in St. Helena United Methodist Church for many years, got married there, and so forth. So when we moved over to Lake County, it was a joy to find this beautiful church and wonderful congregation. And a lot of stuff has happened between then and now, but we're back living over in Calistoga. There was this thing called the Valley Fire, which had some plans for our life other than living happily ever after in Cobb. But so now we're back at the St. Helena United Methodist Church. Ron and Esther play music there. It's a real blessing to have them both with us today. And thank you for saying yes and being here for us. All the lyrics for the music that we'll be doing today will be on the wall, I guess, on the screen wall. There, so if you can see them fine from back there, great. But if you'd like to cozy up, so you can see, we're really user-friendly up here. Okay, so Boris says, start with something upbeat and positive. That's how we like to start here, and I'm all about that. So our first song this morning is "Woke Up This Morning with My Mind and Stayed on Jesus." So, take it away. Oh, and please stand as you're able. Yeah. Right. You guys? Yeah? Okay. Should we do that again? The couple that plays together stays together.
I just played the top end.
Oh, yeah. Okay. your neighbor in your mind if you keep it stayed on Jesus. You can't hate your neighbor in your mind if you keep it stayed on Jesus. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Love everybody in your mind if you keep it stayed on Jesus. Makes you love everybody in your mind if you keep it stayed on Jesus. Makes you love everybody in your mind if you keep it stayed on Jesus. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Here's my favorite verse. Can't catch you in your mind if you keep it stayed on Jesus. The devil can't catch you in your mind if you keep it stayed on Jesus. The devil can't catch you in your mind if you keep it stayed on Jesus. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Jesus is the captain in your mind if you keep it stayed on Jesus. Jesus is the captain of your mind if you keep it stayed on Jesus. Jesus is the captain of your mind if you keep it stayed on Jesus. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
That was nice. Thank you so much. Everyone may be seated. So, we start our services with an opening prayer. So, if you would please pray with me. Oh God, by the power of the Holy Spirit, set our hearts on fire with a new love for Christ and for one another. Renew our desires and labors to serve others. We pray in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
So, do we have any joys or blessings that we'd like to share today? Well, I have a joy. I'm really happy to have Pastor Karl as well as Esther and Ron here to share music with us. Thank you so much. And I'm really looking forward to hearing the message today as well. I shared that with him.
No pressure.
And he said, okay. So does anyone have any other joys or blessings this day? Yes, Jeff.
I'm blessed to have my in-laws living with us on our property here. Just so grateful to have them with us.
We're grateful. That's such a joy.
We're
Still
very
have-
thankful for you, young lady, for being up there like you do.
Well, thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. Well, thank you all. I'm also very joyful and grateful for the beautiful day and the little bit of cooling that we're feeling. We know we're getting ready for the transition into the next season, and it's always a wonderful thing for me to experience the change of the seasons. I just really like that we have that in this area, that we get to experience that. So with that, wake up this morning? Is that what we just did?
Are we going to, we just did that. Are we going to read one another?
Well, then we can do that next. I didn't know that was the song. All righty then. Oh, I didn't look up there.
There's this
Go
funny thing
like
that happens in the
this.
Methodist church, right? We get everyone all gathered together and quiet and settled, and then we say, what do we do? Go greet each other. Try and reel it back in.
So please greet each other with the peace of Christ. However you would like to do that. You can shake hands, you can hug, you can go like this, whatever you would like. I like it.
Yes.
Tony, don't run away.
I haven't had a chance to see them yet. Jordan, I'm giving you a hug. Nice to see you. Yes, cameraman.
Maya,
Maybe Jen knows how to work them.
What are we looking for?
Trying to doesn't know how to plug it.
I think it's this one. The one right there.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't know that's the right size. It's kind of a funny shape, isn't it?
You have the right charger?
Yeah. I don't think that's gonna fit.
Maybe it was the wrong.